Good morning, everybody. This is the extended version of today's 3-card draw. So technically it's not a 3-card draw, it's an actual full reading. And I started out with my Disney Villains deck since it is spooky season. And I'm going to go ahead and reiterate the 3 cards I started out with, and then we'll add on to those. So we started with the Page of Swords, and I talked about that maybe somebody that is a youth, maybe a relative, a child, or somebody that maybe has a little bit of maturity issues, maybe coming to you for some help. And I feel like you're just going to have to be very truthful but kind with them to get to this, help them out. Then we had the King of Cups, and I talked about this person who's very family oriented, is feeling very close to their emotions and this warmth of being in the home and so forth. And I said that maybe tonight would be a good night to hang out with your family, put away the electronics, sort of spend some more quality time. And then I added on the Magician, saying that you have all the tools in your box to create whatever you wish. And I feel like this creative energy is, again, about the holidays, perhaps. Maybe it's time to start talking about what you're going to do for Halloween, or maybe even the Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. But I do feel like this is a discussion to be having with your family. Now, I also want to say that if you're the kind of person where you live alone, or you don't have a lot of family around you, that doesn't mean that this doesn't still apply to you. You still are allowed to celebrate holidays if you wish. And if not a holiday, celebrate yourself. Not everybody celebrates holidays. Believe it or not, I don't love the holidays. I'm more of a Halloween person than anything. So I get it. Anyways, we're going to continue on now. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Could you give us a few more cards to clarify this reading today? Actually, funny enough, this card was already flipped over. I have no clue why. I think it's one card. These cards are so thick. So we're going to go ahead and take that one. That's the Knight of Swords right under the Page of Swords. Interesting. Spirits, ancestors, guides. More cards today for anybody who's tuning in. I'd appreciate it. Just feels like this is a very family-oriented reading today, but we'll see what else jumps out for us. Maybe there'll be some other information. All right, cards, come on. These cards can be a little bit funny because they're still new. There we go. All right, we got Judgment. We got the Emperor reversed. Perfect. And we also have at the bottom of the deck, the Moon. Wow, these are so pretty. All righty, so we're going to go ahead and start clarifying the first 3 cards I picked, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the last card, and then we'll pull some more tarot from a different deck to see if there's any double validation, so meaning that we pull the same cards. All right, under that Page of Swords where I mentioned I felt like someone was going to come to you asking maybe for a little bit of help, and you're going to have to be truthful with them. They might be a little bit immature or younger than you. We get the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is a change in energy. He's usually the fastest moving knight in the deck. So this could happen very quickly. And I feel like, I just feel like this discussion is going to be very important to the person you're having it with. Not to you as much, but more to them. So again, take extra care when you're having this conversation because it will change things for that person. So be aware that your influence is going to be important, and think through how you're responding to this person, okay? Under the King of Cups, we do get Judgment. And the Judgment card is all about kind of getting up, starting again, sort of a reset. And like I said, I was saying maybe stay with some family tonight. Spend some time with family. Maybe that's the reset you need. Maybe you guys have kind of, everybody's doing their own thing, homework and work and commuting, and the weather's changing, and, school's underway, and there's, fall dances and all these things happening in the fall. And I feel like maybe this is just saying kind of like ground yourself again by being around people that you love. And as I said before, if you don't have family around, that's okay. Be around friends, snuggle with a pet, but kind of do that sort of like pretend you're sick kind of thing. When you get home from work or school or whatever, put on your jammies, brew some cocoa, have some popcorn, put on a movie that makes you feel good from your childhood maybe. I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting today. Under the Magician, where I talked about also maybe creating some decorations or some plans for your holidays coming up, or even just to celebrate just because, we have the Emperor reversed. So the Emperor is usually about confidence, sort of somebody who's of authority, who's not afraid to say how they feel, having confidence. But it came in reverse for me. And reverse doesn't necessarily mean opposite to me, but I do feel like it's saying that maybe lately you've just been feeling a little bit detached, not feeling quite yourself, feeling maybe even a little bit anxious. Again, I think this sort of reset time I'm talking about is really, really important right now. It's just what I keep hearing. Lastly, on the bottom of the deck, this card almost doesn't seem like it belongs with this reading. So let me just sit for here for a second with it. It's the moon. Isn't that beautiful? I love this card. It's got a very deco look to it. You know, the moon's usually about mystery or not knowing something or feeling a little bit lost, like you're not sure what's going to happen next. And maybe that's why I feel this need to say to you sort of this reset. Like maybe there isn't anything specific you're supposed to do next except for take a moment to rest. You know, take a moment to regroup, take a moment to save your energy, because maybe there's something big around the corner. And we'll know in just a second, because I'm going to go ahead and pull a whole bunch of new cards. So let's just see where this leads us. It feels like I'm kind of on a little mystery tour on this read. Bear with me. I've already shuffled this deck as well, and this is just a plain old Rider-Waite deck. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck into 3 piles. I'm still a little under the weather, so pardon my sniffy and my hoarseness here. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Any cards today to add on to this reading that will confirm? Okay. We got the 5 of Pentacles, the World. Let's see, get one more card maybe here, spirits. Thank you, spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. One more card, please. Whoa, there we go. Oh, we got double magician energy. Not the magician, but anyways, you'll see what I'm talking about. Manifestation. All right, starting out, we got the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so the 5 energy is about a little bit of struggle. The Pentacles are about finance, abundance, sometimes stability in the home. And it came under that Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. So, and again, this is about asking for help. So I've already mentioned a young person or somebody might have some maturity issues asking for help, that you were going to have this conversation. But here's what's interesting. The way I usually look at this card, I'm going to say it the same way today, is you've got this leper. We know he's a leper because he's got that bell around his neck. Back in the day when people were lepers, it was very, very contagious. So what they would do is they'd make them wear a bell around their neck, so when they came down the road or the street or whatever, people could leave so they wouldn't be near him. Kind of sad, right? And they would have these leprosy colonies, right, where they had to stick to their own. But if you look, he's with this woman and they're walking in the snow. They're both in terrible shape. And he's asking her for help, but why? Why would he ask her? She doesn't look like she's in any better shape than he is. In the meantime, back here, we look, and this looks like a church, right? Why wouldn't he just go in there and ask for help? Churches are always there for help. So I feel like the reason that this young person or immature person is coming to you is because they have been asking the wrong people for help. And once again, this is your opportunity to shine as a loved one, as a friend, to give sage advice. All right. Under the King of Cups, where I talk about spending time with family, sort of resetting, kind of getting ourselves into a more warmer, happier place, we do have the World. So I do feel like this is going to just open up your energy. I just look at it as a big opening. So maybe, you know, you feel like, oh, you know, it's the middle of the week. What day is it? Today's Thursday. It's Thursday. You know, it's not quite the weekend yet. Is this really the time to just like settle in? Yeah. I know you work tomorrow. I know you go to school tomorrow, whatever. It doesn't matter. I feel like this is super important tonight. Just take that time to have a little bit of me time that you're doing nothing but enjoying yourself. All right, because that will open up some new energies for you in the next few days. Last row, where we originally got the Magician, where I said maybe start thinking about some creative ideas for your holidays. And I mentioned that you've been feeling a little bit off kilter lately, and that's why I'm saying it's so important to reset. Then we get the 7 of Cups, which I thought for a second was the Magician because I just glanced at it, not thinking. But it's kind of the same energy, right, about manifestation. Like there's a lot of opportunities and choices coming around, but if you don't do this reset, I think you're just going to get overwhelmed, honestly. So take that time, please. And lastly, at the bottom of the deck, we did get the Strength card, and that's an 8 energy. That's about taking some action. And I think this is about building your strength. This may even have to do with your health. You may have been feeling a little under the weather lately. Obviously, I have. This is just reminding you to please take care, drink your water, get your exercise, your sunshine, super important. Make sure you're eating right, getting enough rest, all of these things. I'm just taking it as that. I don't know why. That's what came to me. As I said, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't read the cards literally necessarily. Now we are going to go into my Enchanted Maps deck. I love this deck. It's my favorite of all of my Oracle decks, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good shuffle here, see if any cards come out for you. And remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you. And I know that sounds kind of like a cop-out, but what I say to you is, if certain things that I'm saying really stand out to you, then run with it. It doesn't matter where you got the information from. If you're inspired, go for it. I mean, I've been inspired by bumper stickers before, right? So it doesn't matter. All right, let's see what card comes out for you. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Okay, I feel like this card wants me to take it, so I'm taking it. Oh, yep. Stuck in the mud. 24. 2 energy, partnership. 4 energy, healing. 2 and 4 together. 6, harmony, flow, and balance. So maybe this is why it's time to take that break. Maybe, like I said, not feeling physically the best, or maybe there's a little time to heal. Sometimes we don't even know we need healing. Sometimes just the healing is just the self-care. Like I said, making that bowl of popcorn and that cup of hot cocoa, enjoying, you know, it's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. See what I'm saying? That sort of happy feel as I talk about it makes me smile. You need to give yourself a little bit of that happy family warmth. Okay, like I said, you don't have to have anyone around to do that. You can do it by yourself too. Whoa, that card just flew out. We'll take it. Got intention. Oh, this is beautiful. This is my vintage deck, intention. And look, she's watching, she's scrying in the bowl. And as she's doing that, the water is flowing out. So water in tarot and in a lot of the oracle cards means emotion, right? E as in energy, motion. The motion of energy. The energy of motion. That's what emotion is. So as she's scrying, or when I say scrying, I mean, you know, doing some fortune telling, so to speak, looking into that water, some of it's flowing over the edge. So I feel like the only way we're going to be able to see the future is if we let some of that emotion go. You know, see the future, we got to let the past go. We've talked about this so many times. It's so cliche, but I do think that's going to help you be more clear in your intentions. As we were talking about earlier, your intentions for the holidays, your intentions for your health. Think of those things. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pull from my Spirit of the Animals deck and see if an animal comes out today to inspire us, give us a little idea, or maybe we'll even see this animal sometime during the course of our day. Let's see what comes up here, y'all. All right, so we got tail. It's funny, this card came out, I think last week at some point when I was doing a reading, and I had realized I had never seen the card or hadn't pulled it before, and it's here again. And it's squirrel always prepared. Here's what it says. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. What was I just saying? Talk about your holidays coming up. I feel like it's going to sneak up on you, and maybe that's why you're feeling a little discombobulated, because it's like, whoa, it's already end of October. What the heck happened? Just plan a little bit ahead. You know, where are you going to be going? Are you going to have anybody over? Or are you going somewhere? You know, maybe even pre-shop. Why not? It could be a good idea to at least, you know, get a wish list set up. And then when it's time to go purchase everything and the sales start, you're ready, right? All right, just take something off your plate for that time when we get super, super busy. Lastly, we're going to pull from the Moonology deck. See what kinds of last minute information we may get here. Thank you, spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Thank you. Any cards today for my viewers? I don't know, pick one if you don't give me one. Ah. Well, we had 3 fall out. We'll read 3. That's totally fine. All right. Oh, we got 4. Okay, that's all right. Actually, this one I do not feel is meant to be here. Okay, we're sticking with the 3 like I said. Sorry, I'm intuitive. I do what feels right. All right, first we got balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Sorry about the noise outside. Yeah, this is about connecting to your higher self, and also being practical about it. So what does that mean? Well, it means don't be walking around being all woo-woo like, oh, spirit said this, spirit said that, spirit said this. You know, there has to be a decent combination. I mean, there is some practicality involved in your decision making. Okay, so just keep it, you know, keep it on the level. Don't be silly like, you know, everything's like, well, you know, I've got to use a pendulum to pick my fruit today. You don't have to go that far, okay? Secondly, we got meditate and contemplate. Also, new moon in Pisces. So we got full moon in Pisces, new moon in Pisces. Now, I don't know a lot about the zodiac, I'm going to say right now, but the fact that we got 2 Pisces and we got a new moon and a full moon. So that's the beginning of a cycle and the end of a cycle, and Pisces tend to be water signs. Water tends to be emotion, as I think I mentioned a little bit earlier. So maybe this is kind of keeping a hold of our emotions and using more, like I said, practicality and spirituality more than emotion, and saying meditate and contemplate. Again, that would absolutely help with balancing your spirituality and being a little bit more practical. And then lastly, you get the new moon in Leo. Confidence is key to your success, which I find funny because what did I say? The Emperor is about confidence. And I said it came in upside down. I felt like you've been feeling a little bit off kilter, not like yourself, not feeling as good as you usually do. So yes, this is all about thinking about building that confidence back up. And as I said, I just feel like you need a little bit of a break. So everybody have a wonderful day. And if you're looking for a private reading, I do private readings and I am having a special right now. So go to my website, missmollyknows.com, deep discount on my basic read. And I would love to hear from you. And please feel free to comment, share below, and also subscribe please to my channel. And that way you'll be notified when I'm doing all of these readings. Have a great day. Bye.